That's exactly how the audience was at the end of this movie, man. I cannot stress that enough.
Hi, I'm Albert.
Hi, I'm Danny.
Hi, I'm Jazz.
Hi, I'm Toby.
Welcome to Gamer State.
Sicario. Alright guys, I went to go see this movie, guys, and I gotta say, right off the bat, it is by far probably one of the most well-directed and most intense movies I've seen this year. And I think this one is, it's more intense than freaking, what was it, The Green Inferno was. And that's because The Green Inferno had a lot of scenes that were like, ugh. This one's got like a lot of more scenes that got you like, ah, man, I don't know about that. So anyways, let's talk about the story of this movie. So, burst into this house, and then they find a whole bunch of people that are part of the cartel, and that ends up leading to the rest of the story. She ends up getting involved with Josh Brolin and Benicio del Toro. Emily Blunt was freaking amazing in this movie. Like, I cannot believe she was this good in this movie. I mean, I know how good she is. In this movie, she surpassed what I thought she was going to be able to accomplish. And that's because the way I have to explain this to you guys is that she does not necessarily have a tremendous amount of lines where she's going like she's going on a rant or anything like that. She tells you a lot about what she's experiencing, what she's thinking, and what she is pretty much saying through her eyes. And that is, and like very few actors or actresses for this matter can pull this off, and she is fantastic in this movie. And that is one of the main reasons I love this movie, is that, you know, sometimes you don't need to say anything. The look on your face says it all, and that's what Emily Blunt brought to this movie. And Benicio del Toro, I have to give him almost a round of applause. I'll give him a little one like that. If I ever wanted to believe that a Colombian hitman, if anybody can pull that off, that guy sure as hell did. I mean, he was freaking phenomenal. Just had a presence all by himself, man. I mean, it was just that freaking good of a performance he gave. And so did Josh Brolin, man. Josh Brolin's been freaking hitting it out the park, you know, with freaking Everest and now this movie. And I'm pretty sure he's got some other movies where he's gonna freaking just... So I've already talked about the acting, man. Pretty much all the actors in this movie, man, they were just freaking awesome. Fantastic performances from absolutely everybody. And there was some other things that it's not always just about the acting, but the way you have to direct also has to be a part of it. And there were some scenes where it was the cinematography was just amazing. The way they would get close-ups, and you know, in the beginning of this movie, I was really trying to like think about where does this one scene that keeps coming up over and over again, how does that play into this movie? And towards the end, it connects, and that's what I kind of liked. It was subtle. It was kind of like, okay, why are we here? And then at the end, it makes sense. And other things that were also very good was that the director himself, it almost seems like they were shooting a lot of the scenes towards the end of the movie at night. And what I mean by that is, normally some of the shots you see now in today's movies are usually shot during the day, and it's all edited out during post. So in some directors don't necessarily use the night to their advantage. And in this movie, I can honestly say that I believe it is actually nighttime in that movie. I've never seen some nighttime be so accurately depicted, especially where they are in the movie. As well as, you know, man, this movie is just such a gritty movie. It pretty much will question your morals by the end of the movie, man. And if you guys, obviously you guys saw my intro to this movie, man, that was the exact reenactment of how the audience was in this movie. I've never seen a movie that has its own presence in the theater. Nobody was talking. Nobody was pretty much moving throughout the movie. Everybody was just laser focused on this movie. And then at the end of it, normally nowadays, we're seeing a lot of audience actually clap at the end of the movies. This time, I don't even know what was going on, that everybody just quietly got up, kind of looked around for a little bit, and then quietly exited the theater. And even when we were exiting out of the actual theater itself, the building, pretty much everybody was just like little mumbling here and there. There was no like people actually having a conversation after this movie. And there's gonna be people out there once they see this movie, and some people are gonna be kind of questioning, like, maybe, you know what, I don't know if I do that. And then obviously the other side of that would be, you know what, I'd probably do the same thing if I was in this person's position. And the way her character is in this movie, I find it's more of a, how do I say this, a more down-to-earth character, and then that a lot of people might look past, but if you really focus, you know, she's just an amazing character in this movie. That's pretty much it, guys. I mean, if you guys have not seen this movie for whatever reason, I highly recommend you go see it. So that's the end of, well, oh, hold on. We have to obviously rate this movie, so honestly, I did not find anything wrong with this movie, so I'm gonna have to give this a 5 out of 5, guys. I highly recommend you go see it. It's been out for, I think officially released nationwide, I think this past Friday. So if you guys have not seen it, by all means go and check it out. And that's the end of this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, by all means hit that like button, support the channel. And if obviously you thought this video completely sucked, there's a dislike button right there for you to press. And as always, guys, game on, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.